Happy Monday. It's Wemi here with your Monday dose of inspiration. I've said this so many times. We can't control what people think, say, or do. When someone comes for you and you respond in anger, it's like drinking poison and wishing the other person will die. The only person being hurt is you. It takes vulnerability to put out your dream, your work, your ideas into the public space. And the fact is that not everyone will understand, appreciate, or support you. My saving grace in this journey has been constantly reminding myself that no one can make me feel small unless I allow it, and that nothing can add or take away from who I already am. Every week, I put myself out here and I share my truth. This is simply my version of events. I don't need to convince anyone of anything. If the message connects, great. If it doesn't, that's okay too. Now, I don't usually get a lot of trolls, but every once in a while, one will pop up. My first reaction is my ego wanting to fight back. It is afraid that someone is taking something from it. But I've learned that I'm not my ego. So in that painful moment, I do something that seems counterintuitive to me. I allow my ego to feel small and diminished. There's a quote and lesson by Eckhart Tolle that I love and go back to often. Quote, a powerful spiritual practice is to consciously allow the diminishment of ego when it happens without attempting to restore it. For example, when someone criticizes you, blames you, or calls you names, instead of immediately retaliating or defending yourself, do nothing. Allow the self image to remain diminished and become alert to what that feels like deep inside you. For a few seconds, it may feel uncomfortable, as if you had shrunk in size. Then you may sense an inner spaciousness that feels intensely alive. You haven't been diminished at all. In fact, you have expanded. You realize that through becoming less, you become more. End quote. I never want to forget that lesson. Listen, human beings have been putting each other down for a very long time. There are people who are so steeped in fear and insecurity that the only way that they can make themselves feel big is to make you feel small. You should feel sorry for them. Anger isn't worth it. One thing that I will not do is let anyone rent space in my head for free. These are first class, expensive accommodations up here. You do not get a free ride. I've learned that you can't feel sad 1 minute because someone doesn't approve of your life and happy the next minute because someone does. You'll drive yourself crazy. You're not here to live for other people. This is your journey and your path. Protect it. Brene Brown says that you can't take feedback or criticism from people who aren't being brave with their lives. Don't let in every thought and opinion from other people. But when something does pass through, because it's bound to, and you feel it, remember that it's not you, just your ego. Allow the ego to be hurt and diminished, and then remind yourself of the truth. Nothing real can actually ever be diminished. If this message resonated, comment below. If we're not connected already, don't forget to hit that follow button in my profile or subscribe. Have a beautiful week. I'll see you soon.